This is News Channel 6.
The BBB is making a special effort to help small businesses in Wichita Falls and across the nation. Small businesses are actually the targets of scams that the everyday person may not be. Camille Connor has much more on the new initiative that the BBB launched to help keep them protected. She joins us live now from one local animal hospital that almost fell victim.
Ashley, one of the main scare tactics, utility scams. That's exactly what they tried to pull over on the owners here at Western Hills Animal Shelter. But thanks to the tips that they learned from the BBB, they didn't fall for the bait.
Western Hills Animal Hospital. We were working one day and my receptionist answered the phone and said, Encore's on the phone and they need to speak with you.
And the phone call seemed legit, even down to the caller ID. The caller claimed Western Hills Animal Hospital hadn't paid their bill and threatened to turn off the electricity if it wasn't paid right then over the phone. That's when veterinarian Dr. Julie Gibson knew something wasn't right.
I'm the bill payer. I know what's been paid and what hasn't.
So she called her electric provider directly.
They said, no, there's no problem with your account. It's paid in full. And that was probably a scam. So I immediately got off the phone with them and called the Better Business Bureau.
Thanks to multiple reports like the one from Dr. Gibson, the BBB is able to show and in turn warn others that scams against small businesses are on the rise.
It can be devastating, the impact when a business gets scammed. We've seen local companies here actually go out of business because they were scammed out of so much money.
Each branch of the BBB across the nation is working to prevent the worst from happening. They've recently launched a new initiative called Operation Main Street to educate small businesses on how to protect themselves. And it has a backing that goes straight to the top.
The Federal Trade Commission, along with several other law enforcement organizations, there are several state attorney generals involved in it, and they are going to make it a top priority to stop scams that are targeting specifically small businesses.
A microsite, bbb.org/smallbusiness, is full of helpful tips and includes information on what scams are most likely to target small businesses and even teaches owners how to train their employees.
We tell consumers if you don't recognize a call, don't answer it. Businesses don't have that luxury, so we are coming up with some information for them to arm themselves with so they can be familiar with the way these scams work that specifically target business.
Tips Dr. Gibson passes on to her employees.
You good girl. Yes, you are. If you have receptionists or other people answering the phone, have them know what to say and what not to say before anything ever happens, not to ever give out any personal information without first checking on it, and definitely do not ever pay for anything without checking on whether it's correct or not. You know, just don't automatically think that every phone call is on the up and up, and protect yourself.
Something else the BBB says you should keep in mind is that these scammers have learned to be pretty convincing at creating this sense of urgency, leading people to hand over sensitive information and even money. The best thing to do is to go to the source like Dr. Gibson did when she called her electric company, saving her money and a headache. I'm Camille Connor reporting live, News Channel 6.
A lot of good advice. Thank you, Camille. Now, if you do happen to come across something suspicious or you think you may have been targeted or even fallen victim of a scam, make sure you report it to the Wichita Falls Better Business Bureau.